Alright. I'm gonna try to I'm gonna try to make this be the last time. I've tried to record this already like 7 times, just I mess up and forget details. And this just goes off of what happened yesterday, what the story I did yesterday. That talking about what happened the day before that. And now it's all been solved. Well, at least I think it has. I'm not sure if the bus driver's gonna try to keep it going or not. I know I somewhat am by making this video, but I don't know, friends and stuff like that seen the post on Facebook, just ask what it's about, and I figure instead of ours having to explain it to them, I'll just show them the link or show them the video and explain it to a lot of people and text it out. Alright, well, I jump around a lot. I'm not very good at telling stories. Probably why I don't have a very good reading. I never have. But, alright, well, in 5th grade, I just started the habit of taking gum to school. And then I randomly bought a bag of mints, like lifesaver mint things. So I figure, why not? Well, we were like, that just always happened. I just always took mints and gum to school since like 5th grade, or maybe it was 7th grade. I'm not sure. So I just randomly did that. Because I'm pretty sure every class has at least has a lot of people that take gum to school. Even if you don't know, because in gum you can, in gum, in school you cannot take any type of candy to school like that without somebody seeing you be like, give me a piece, give me a piece. All this, Well, then just in my freshman year in high school, like with the mints, I'd take a handful before I go to school. Then if I didn't take them all, I'd set them on my dresser or something when I got home. Then the next day grab them to take to school. Then just a few days, after a few days go by, I don't eat this one mint. There might be a mint that lasts. Well, randomly I get out a piece of gum and stuff and on the bus. And I also pulled out a mint since I knew somebody was bound to see me pull out a pack of gum to give to them. Well, it was really crushed up, and me and my friend us being really stupid, we made a mistake. Really crushed up, because being in my pocket for days. Well, it was really crushed up, we figure, and we're bored. We were friends with the people to the sides of us, in front of us at least. And we figure, why not snort it? We were just being stupid. It was just a mistake, not something I recommend at all. Well, one of the bus drivers, there's a bunch of kids that ride my bus in the Well, we did it. We did it. We were kind of obvious about it because we figured, really, who's gonna be stupid enough to think that we're actually doing drugs on the at school, let alone on the bus where we can't hide it all. I've never done any type of drugs in my life. I haven't even touched tobacco, only alcohol slightly on special occasions. Not even at parties or anything. I don't even do parties, so I don't even know why I say that. Well, so we just did that. One of the kids behind us, which is, I don't know if you guys have this experience or if you guys do have this experience just with bus drivers and teachers, just, people that work with kids in general. I'm pretty sure they all probably do this. They all have, their select few favorite kids. And I'm getting a call on Facebook. Skype. Well, she's probably gonna end up calling back. Well, the one person that saw us, she went up and narked on us. I'm not sure if that's a word you guys use, just basically tattletale. Just a less nerdy way of saying it, I guess. Well, she went up and told on us to the bus driver. So the bus driver pulled over, yelled at us and everything. Asked us what it was and stuff. Just it was mints. We were stupid. We're pretty stupid. Me and him, well, it's my cousin, so. Since she's known me since I started school, she should have known I'm not that bright. Well, the next day she ended up turning us, she went to the school about us and told on us there. Well, the bus driver did. 2 guys came to talk to me. They called me and my cousin down to the office that did it. And they were just like, why were you guys doing this? What does it make you feel? All the, general, like, are you doing drugs in school? And one of them was a sheriff, so, we would have been screwed there. But nope, it was Mints. You can give me a drug test. I will pass. Like I said, I've never touched drugs, or like any type, except alcohol slightly. Not even much then. I didn't even get a buzz. But we just did, like, that talk. They're like, okay, just please don't do it again. And me and my friend just being like, we're not smart ass. Well, me and him are smart asses. Just, I don't know. Like, I just think smart ass things. He tends to say I'm just not to the person that they're about. So, we were just both like, yeah, of course we won't do it again. Just a giant mistake there. Then the bus driver came in, acting like she was crying, like, I never thought he would do this, talking about me since, like I said, I rode her bus since I started school, and I was basically a sophomore then, well, with how many years of school I did. I was really a freshman. She's like, I never thought he would have did this, and then she said about my friend, I didn't know about him since he only came, like, 2 years ago or something like that at the time. And just, yeah, then we ended up getting kicked off the bus. And that was only for 3 days, and at the time, that's whenever I went to normals. Like, I actually went to the more public school system thing, like to where you have to go the usual 5 days a week and all that, like 7 hours a day. So I just didn't show up those 3 days because I didn't have a ride, and my mom usually, if she worked a lot of day shift then, so she couldn't drive me to work, and my dad has passed away, so there's no way. So just skipped school those 3 days, played some video games. Then when we went back, she just had us sit in the same seat together, but at the where she could see us clearly, where we could easily talk to each other. And her having her favorites that were always up there talking to her, including one of my neighbors. Just kind of annoying then, because I'm not a very social person. I just like to have my small group of friends, and everybody else can just not talk to me and ignore me. I don't care. Well, so we had to deal with them. And then just the end of the school year came, like, okay, awesome. And now this happened in January. We just came back from Christmas break, yeah. There were a few of us. We like won a few seats over and stuff, so we could all talk to each other. Me and my 6 friends, including me. Like 3 of us moved so we can sit closer to the other 3, basically. And she ended up seeing it, yelling at us like, "You guys disrespect me so much. Is it so hard that I ask you guys to sit in your assigned seats?" Well, so we went back in our assigned seats, no issue there. And I don't care. I don't mind following the rules. Just one of her favorites. Well, yeah, 2 of her favorites were up there then. Well, the one that's my neighbor was up there, and her assigned seat is behind us. But yeah, she's up at the front of the bus. So that's whenever I got mad, and I decided to post on Facebook saying, I love when bus drivers pick favorites and demand that the kids follow the rules except for their favorites. And then she ended up seeing it, because apparently she's my friend on Facebook, although I thought teachers and bus drivers and people that worked for the school aren't supposed to be friends on Facebook unless you're related. But so apparently she's friends on Facebook with me. She saw, which I didn't really care. I didn't say any names, like I'm not now. So she just asked if me and my mom would call her whenever we can, because she called the house 3 times then. Well, she private messaged that to me. I'm like, that was yesterday. My mom was out shopping with my cousin. I was sitting home recording and just gaming, because that's what I like to do a lot, obviously. And the phone was in the living room, so I figure, if it's my mom, she'll text me to get to the phone or something. So I just sat there, let it ring. Don't figure it's a 800 number or something like that. Something that's not really important. But then around my mom was still out shopping, and it was 8 at night. Oh, one thing I forgot. With the Mint thing, I really don't know if I said this or not already. I've recorded this. I've tried to do this so many times already, but there's two religious kids that ride my bus. I'm not sure, like, they go to a private school thing. That's why I say religious, because I know a lot of them probably religious on my bus. Just they don't go to the religious schools, and they're little kids. There's no way they're older than 10. And with the mint thing, she was like crying, like, what if they saw that? What are they gonna think? Are they gonna ask their parents what it was about? Are they gonna go home and tell their parents? And well, whenever then this year with what happened the other day, she pulled over. She was yelling at us. She ended up like saying like she already took her ass whipping in school. I was paying attention. I just can't recall what she was saying. She said that right in front of those little religious kids. Like, so, like with the mint incident, they could have seen it, but it was very slightly since we were a good few seats behind them. There were people everywhere. Like, so very rare like chance of them actually seeing that. But then right in front of them, she yells that. Which, I mean, I cuss. It's not not really necessarily a good habit. Well, just kind of a bad habit. But and then she did that right in front of them, which I thought was kind of like she yelled at us for the mints when they probably didn't see it, and they were like I think probably the oldest one was probably like 7 then, so they probably don't remember it. But like if she's afraid of them remembering that, they're probably gonna end up remembering this. So I just thought that was kind of messed up of her. Then, alright, okay, and I'm going back to the other part. I was recording, or I was just gaming, and it was like 9 at night, and like I just figured I'd play some more Call of Duty. Like I've been posting a lot of, and at like 9:39 or something, I don't know how I remember that exact time, the bus driver called my house. Don't know how she has my number. The school's not allowed. I'm pretty sure the school's not allowed to give it out. I think the bus drivers, they do have like the forms with all the kids and their emergency contact forms with like the house number and everything. So yeah, she probably did have my number that way, but then she's only supposed to use that for an emergency. So right there, she kind of broke school policies, and she was harassing since she was calling for over half an hour straight to a student's house in the middle of the night, basically 9:30 on a school night. She didn't quit calling until after 10. Then the only reason I think she quit calling is because when we answered the phone, it was really my brother that lives on the other side of town. I told him what was going on, so he figured he'd come and answer it since like they have the same history of what me and her are having right now. So he figured he'd come down and answer it since he likes to mess with people, and so as soon as she answered, as soon as he answered, she just quit calling. And then I just thought it was kind of messed up that her calling my house this late at night, like. And then while she was calling, I looked up on my phone, like harassment laws and stuff, or just how that goes. Like having the phone continuously ring is one of them, and she was calling for over half an hour straight, so that wasn't just one phone call. And then another one was late at night, like in the middle of the night or something. And for a high schooler in the middle, like on a school night, 9:30, I thought was like kind of usually would be the cutoff point for people to go to sleep, but not in this bus driver's eyes. So she kept calling, and I was recording. I forget. I don't remember if I was live streaming or if I was even recording then. So I was gaming and I was in the middle of a good match, so I wasn't gonna stop there. And I figured if my mom needs me, she'll call. But then I go out, I look at it. I see that she's the one calling for over half an hour straight. So that's whenever I looked up I'm jumping around a lot in the story, but then we figure my mom finally got home later that night. We figure just gonna go to the school and tell them about it, like the principal and stuff, to get me onto a different bus so I don't have to deal with a harassing bus driver that chooses favorites. Like anybody that's been through high school or is in high school or anything like that where you have to deal with like public transportation or something like that. Well, I don't know if it'd be on public buses, like, but I'm sure you guys had to like feel like you guys probably all felt the same way, but unless you were one of the favorites, which in case, please just quit watching. But so we figured we'd go to the office to tell the principal, and he said like Like, we showed him the post, which then I'm like, I probably shouldn't have posted it, but I made sure I didn't say any names, so really the only people that would have known is people that rode my bus. But she ended up commenting, so if you guys end up searching me up on Facebook or anything and end up finding that video, then, like, she commented on it, it's her own fault, or, like, she could have just left it alone, and then saying that we need to be mature adults about this, but yet, we're 16, we're in high school, like, we're anywhere from, like, people on the bus, really, we have 7th graders, so that's around 12, along with the kids in the religious school, so really anywhere from 12 to, like, 18 to 19, and she's telling us to be mature adults when she's, like, in her, like, late 40s, early 50s, I'm guessing, I'm not sure. Like, she's telling us that we need to be mature adults, but then she's arguing with a high schooler on a post, so she's not supposed to be friends with us, I'm pretty sure. She broke school policies, I'm almost guaranteed, about contacting me on her home phone number and everything. So we just figured out the bus driver put me on a new, or not the bus driver, the principal put me on a new bus, just everything settled out, and thankfully that's how it is going now. I just hope that the bus driver leaves it alone at that. But I could see her end up trying to get me in trouble, because my brother told me a lot of stories about her, which some of the stories he tells out there, which I kind of find hard to believe with some of them, but after this, with the whole favorite thing, I'm having just no doubts about her right now with all this, so I could see her trying to get me to go to alternative school and all that stuff, although I haven't done anything wrong since I've done school, except for the mint incident. Whoops, that was it. Which I know that's kind of a bad thing, but it was stupid. And the funny thing about the whole mint incident is I've been caught by a different teacher in the middle of class, basically, but, like, if somebody catches you doing something, like, to me at least, like, if they're more friendly about it and try to be more of a friend or something about it than a teacher, like, going by the book, like, I'm more likely to follow the person trying to, like, be friendly and all that. So, you know, with that teacher, I didn't feel anything. Honestly, I was just being stupid, wasting time, since it was free time in class, so really also not the brightest idea, but that was stupid. I was a freshman. So, you know, just that, and then finally, just a new bus, I'm on a new bus finally. This bus driver I've only rode the bus a few times, and this is the first time I actually rode it with, like, my now hopefully permanent stop. Since just the other bus driver, like, I've had her for years. I keep falling off, but I've had really no issues with her. Just whenever she gets mad and stuff, it's about the littlest stuff like this. Whenever, like, okay, I'd be perfectly fine with it if she even had her favorites go to their assigned seats. Just, you know, kind of the high school, like, being mad at the teacher thing. But then whenever she does something like this, it kind of, like, just that kind of, it really annoys me, and a lot of people, I'm pretty sure. So I decided to say screw it, posted that on Facebook, posted a video so I don't have to keep telling people, and I don't know, just kind of thought it'd be kind of funny story, since it's not like I'm gonna be able to tell, like, you're like, ew, and when I was in high school I did all this. Just, I'm kind of boring, I guess. So I figured I'd post this, and so I don't have to, like, explain it to people. Figured I'd just do this, although this is like the 5th time I've tried to record this, but figured I'd post it with the results of how it's turning out, and if anything else happens, I'll probably make another video about it. I just won't be explaining all of it again, because I probably jumped around more in this one than I did the last one, since everything. But the one thing that's funny is her favorite that was standing up in front of the bus, she ended up messaging one of my friends talking about it, and she was like, the only reason I get to the front of the bus is because I get car sickness. Okay then, but then the bus driver wouldn't have signed her a seat at the very behind of the bus, like at the very back of the bus. And even then, why she have to stand up right next to the bus driver? And I have a picture of this. That's probably why she's saying it too. But, like, okay, car sickness, that's like a reasonable reason. Well, like, you know, that's actually a good reason to be up there at the front of the bus, but last year, before her boyfriend graduated, whenever he would ride our bus, like he was originally supposed to ride a different bus, but he'd occasionally ride the bus to be with her. She'd be perfectly fine sitting at the back of the bus, just all over him. But now she's yelling at everybody for sitting with the person they're dating. Like, what are they gonna do on the bus? Kiss? Like, they can't really do much. Like, anybody that tries anything on a bus is just crazy and stupid and asking to get caught, like me with the mints. Well, even worse then. So, like, I think it's just her favorite being mad that like her and her boyfriend can't ride the bus anymore since he graduated. So, just this stuff kind of annoys me. I think I said everything this time, though I'm not sure if I said about whenever the bus driver had us call to the office. This is why I had to redo the video this time. When like she was crying in the office while like I was buying it, being me, I'm obviously not smart doing the mint thing, but then that was sixth period. Then seventh period, we had lunch. Me and him both passed her going to lunch. She was talking to somebody at like the main desk, and then she was perfectly fine, perfectly happy as could be. So I think that just means that she was just faking it to try to get us even in more trouble. So I think now I've said it all. So hopefully I don't have to try to redo this because I would be mad, very mad. All right, well, I'll see you